So this is going to be a reading for my Leos. Thank you so much for joining me. Keep in mind, this is a general reading, so you only want to take what applies and of course leave the rest. If at any point you do find yourself wanting more so a personal, make sure you check out the description box and that you guys enter the code spooky season in all caps, and of course is one word, at checkout, so you guys can get 40% off of your next reading with me up until October 15th. So take advantage of that. I don't really do the 40% off sales often. But let's go ahead and get straight into the reading. I don't want to talk too long. The first card is creating cooperation, And it says, more gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. So with this card, what you guys may not be aware of, a source of some issues that you guys may be encountering constantly may have a lot to do. And when I say this, this is like with your personal relationships. It may have a lot to do with you either attracting a lot of people who don't understand their role, whether that's like you dating somebody and they don't understand as a boyfriend or as a girlfriend that there's certain positions that they need to be in. Or when it comes to friends, you may have some friends that don't necessarily understand what being a true friend is, you know? So it's like making sure you surround yourself with people who are not necessarily cooperative. That's not the word I want to use, but not constantly putting you in a space to where you feel like you're overexerting yourself by being a true friend, by showing up the way you're supposed to, and then you're dealing with people who don't even understand their role in your life or don't even live up to that role, you know? Some of you, what you're not aware of is you kind of let people cross certain boundaries with you and they get things misconstrued in terms of where they stand in your life. This is also transforming some of you guys' like family dynamics. Some of you, like, this is talking more so about co-parenting. Like there may be a need for you guys to find a common ground between you and the person you have children with so you guys can have a better family dynamic so it's not messy and all over the place. Now, the next card is unraveling codependency. And on the back of this card, we have only I have to feel good about my choices. Okay. So this is literally releasing your need to feel like you need to be attached to someone or attached to something, feeling like in order for you to kind of succeed or be in a place to where you're not failing is by holding on to something tightly. And subconsciously, you guys may not be aware of how your codependency to certain things has only limited you, not furthered you in your life. Like some of you really do think that staying in a particular relationship that has not been the most positive, has not been the most healthy for you guys, is going to some way, somehow improve and it's going to get better and you guys are going to move beyond the issues, when really and truly you guys need to remove yourself from this codependency energy. Understand that the choices that you feel drawn to make, you need to make them instead of waiting for life to kind of like knock you out of codependent situations and then you have to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, in a sense. And then with overcoming fear, on the back of this card, it says, I will transcend every loss. So this is understanding, regardless of whatever obstacle that comes your way or a quote unquote loss that you go through, you're going to recover. So it's making sure that you don't let like a subconscious fear keep you in codependency energy, keep you in negative personal relationships with yourself and other people. And a lot of you, your personal fear is exactly why you're where you're at now. Because the fear of failing or falling short is more terrifying than being in a stagnant position for some of you. And that is a subconscious blockage you guys have to overcome. And then this last card here, dissolving judgments. There's a need for you to remove the need to judge yourself for things that you've gone through, judge yourself for the decisions that you made. Like even with the things that I'm saying now, the purpose of this is to kind of get you to recognize that this is what's going on so that you can stop doing it. So don't judge yourself if you can say, oh, well, maybe that's right, Crystal. You're right about this. You're right about that. Don't judge yourself. More so look at what you can slowly but surely kind of work on. And this is also releasing the need to kind of judge other people as well. Just like how you wouldn't like to be judged, make sure you're not judging other people and then projecting in those judgments. What you also may not be aware of is your spirit guides may be giving you a lot of synchronized energy, whether that's you seeing repeating numbers or them trying to get you to see repeating numbers, or even events or situations kind of like lining up, ironically. You may not be aware of that. But another thing you may also not be aware of with self-discipline, a lot of you are being actually forced to step into a place of self-discipline where there's things that you want to do. Spirit is kind of like trying to force you out of these codependent energies and then trying to make you focus on how you can be disciplined in self, disciplined in your decisions. If you say you don't want to go back to a toxic ex, this is spirit trying to get you to stay firm in that. If you say you want to lose weight, this is spirit trying to get you to kind of stand firm in that. And yeah, consistency starts from discipline. You need discipline to be consistent. Also, this is kind of random. If you do have some sort of musical talent, that may have been something that spirit really... How do I put this into words? If you're talented in music, spirit may have given you that gift so that you guys can do something with it in terms of, I don't know, exploring ways that you can kind of get yourself into the music industry. But if you are somebody who's like talented in some form, like you guys need to get on top of yourself in order for you guys to kind of get further. And then also, speaking of music, the music some of you guys are listening to, it may have a lot to do with what's subconsciously going on. Okay, again, whatever you take in is what you kind of put out into the universe. And some of you do need to change like music selection, maybe, you know, putting something on that's more motivating, or putting music on to kind of shift your mood will be a really good way for you guys to kind of be in higher spirits. Because yeah, some of you guys are taking in some like interesting type of music that may be causing you to be depressed or causing you to go through the motions. But these are some of the things that I see. I hope you took something from this reading. If you did, feel free to thumbs it up and subscribe. Any information that you need will be listed below, and I will see you in the next one.